The sports world woke up to a headline nobody expected. The Stefon Diggs era with the New England Patriots is officially over. After just one season with the franchise, the four-time Pro Bowl receiver has reportedly been released by the Patriots, sending shockwaves through the NFL and sparking an avalanche of speculation about what really happened behind the scenes. On paper, Diggs' season didn't look like a disaster. The veteran receiver recorded 85 receptions for over 1,000 yards, proving he still had the talent to compete at a high level. At 33 years old, many believed he still had a few productive seasons left in him. So when the Patriots decided to cut ties rather than renegotiate his contract, fans immediately began asking the same question. Why would a team walk away from a player like Stefon Diggs? According to insiders, the situation may have been far more complicated than just football. The Patriots organization, led by billionaire owner Robert Kraft, has long valued discipline, image, and stability within the locker room. But in recent months, Diggs reportedly found himself surrounded by growing controversy both on and off the field. And that's where things start to get messy. At the center of the drama is none other than global rap superstar Cardi B, whose rumored connection to Diggs suddenly pulled the NFL star into the middle of a very public spectacle. What started as gossip quickly escalated into a headline-grabbing storm of relationships, accusations, and public humiliation. For Diggs, the timing couldn't have been worse. His team had just lost the Super Bowl, tensions were already high, and questions about his future with the Patriots were quietly circulating behind closed doors. Insiders claim the team originally planned to restructure Diggs' massive contract, which was set to cost the Patriots more than $26 million against the salary cap in 2026. But somewhere along the way, that plan reportedly changed. Instead of negotiating a new deal, the Patriots made a far harsher decision. They decided to move on entirely. And as the news spread across social media, fans began piecing together a theory that this wasn't just about football. It was about drama, distractions, and a situation that may have gone too far. But what exactly happened between Stefon Diggs and Cardi B that could possibly shake an NFL franchise this badly? That's where the real story begins. As the story unfolded, the focus quickly shifted from the football field to a much more explosive storyline, the complicated relationship between Stefon Diggs and rap superstar Cardi B. What started as rumors soon turned into a public spectacle that fans, media outlets, and insiders couldn't stop talking about. Sources close to the situation claim that Diggs' connection to Cardi B wasn't just another celebrity romance. Behind the scenes, the relationship reportedly created serious tension within the inner circles surrounding the New England Patriots organization. Why? Because Cardi B allegedly had a surprisingly close relationship with Patriots owner Robert Kraft. According to insiders, the rapper even jokingly referred to him as Uncle Bob, a nickname that symbolized how friendly their connection had become over time. In a league where relationships, reputation, and locker room stability matter almost as much as performance, that kind of personal dynamic could carry serious weight. But then came the controversy. Reports and online speculation began circulating that Diggs' personal life had spiraled into chaos. Public arguments, social media drama, and rumors involving other women quickly turned the relationship into tabloid fuel. The situation escalated further when a series of incidents allegedly embarrassed Cardi B in front of fans and the media. For a team already dealing with the disappointment of losing the Super Bowl, the timing couldn't have been worse. Inside the Patriots organization, executives were reportedly growing frustrated with the growing circus around one of their highest-paid players. While Diggs continued to perform on the field, the off-field distractions were becoming impossible to ignore. And in a franchise known for its strict culture and disciplined image, patience doesn't last forever. Suddenly, What looked like a normal contract negotiation started to feel like something much bigger. A decision about whether the team wanted to keep dealing with the drama at all. Behind closed doors, the Patriots front office had a choice to make. Restructure the contract and hope the controversy fades away. Or walk away from the entire situation. And as the football world would soon learn, they chose the second option. As the drama intensified, the financial side of the story began to reveal just how serious the situation had become for Stefon Diggs. When Diggs signed with the New England Patriots in 2025, the deal was seen as a major move for the franchise. The veteran wide receiver brought star power, experience, and leadership to a receiving corps that needed a reliable playmaker. But behind the scenes, the contract came with a ticking clock. By the start of the 2026 season, Diggs was set to count $26.5 million against the Patriots' salary cap. A massive number for a player entering the later stages of his career. Normally in situations like this, teams and players negotiate a restructured contract, reducing the salary while extending the deal to keep both sides satisfied. And that's exactly what many insiders believed would happen. Reports suggested the Patriots were considering renegotiating Diggs' deal, potentially lowering his salary while keeping him on the roster. For most veteran players, that type of agreement is a standard business decision. But this situation was far from standard. As negotiations reportedly took place behind closed doors, the Patriots front office began weighing more than just numbers. The organization was dealing with a combination of factors: locker room stability, public image, off-field headlines, and the pressure of building a championship-caliber team. And in the middle of all that chaos, Diggs' name kept appearing in news cycles for reasons that had nothing to do with football. For owner Robert Kraft, winning has always been the priority. Throughout his decades running the Patriots, he built a reputation for making ruthless decisions when he believed the franchise's culture or success was at risk. So when the time came to decide Diggs' future, the Patriots didn't just look at the statistics. They looked at the bigger picture. Instead of offering a revised contract, the organization reportedly made a much more dramatic move. They decided to release him completely, even though millions of dollars was still on the table. In doing so, Diggs didn't just lose his place on the roster. He potentially walked away from over $30 million in future earnings, a staggering price for a player still capable of producing on the field. For fans watching the story unfold, one question quickly started dominating the conversation. Was this simply a football decision? Or was it the cost of a controversy that spiraled out of control? Once the news broke that Stefon Diggs was being released by the New England Patriots, the reaction across social media and sports media was immediate and explosive. Fans, analysts, and commentators all began debating the same thing. Did Diggs just lose one of the biggest paydays of his career because of off-field drama? For many observers, the numbers alone were shocking. Between the contract he was already playing under and an additional $6 million that was reportedly set to become fully guaranteed, Diggs could be walking away from more than $30 million in total earnings. For a player entering the later stage of his career, that's not just a setback, it could be a defining moment. Meanwhile, the public conversation around the situation continued to circle back to the same headline-grabbing figure, Cardi B. Online, fans quickly framed the story as a dramatic reversal. Just weeks earlier, the spotlight had been on the controversy surrounding their relationship and the public embarrassment that reportedly followed. But now, with Diggs losing his roster spot and millions of dollars potentially slipping away, many people believed the tables had completely turned. The internet did what it always does in moments like this. It turned the situation into a viral debate. Some fans argued the Patriots made the right move, saying the organization has always protected its reputation and team culture. Others believed the decision was purely financial, pointing out that teams regularly move on from veteran players with expensive contracts. But there was also another side of the conversation. Critics began questioning whether Diggs underestimated the influence and connections surrounding Cardi B, particularly her reported friendly relationship with Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Whether that connection actually played a role remains unclear, but the theory spread quickly across sports media and celebrity gossip circles. And while the debate raged online, Diggs finally broke his silence. In a short public statement, he thanked the Patriots organization and called the past season a hell of a year. But behind that calm message, one massive question remained unanswered. What happens next for Stefon Diggs? Because losing a roster spot is one thing, but losing tens of millions of dollars, and your reputation at the same time, is something far harder to recover from. With the release now official, the future of Stefon Diggs has suddenly become one of the biggest questions in the NFL offseason.